Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. 97.9 GRD rocks.
Mostly sunny, mild, gorgeous today. 57 the high. Everybody will be outside pretending winter is over. Maybe it is. About 43 downtown.
You didn't say whether you thought it was over or not. You think it's coming back? You think we'll get snow?
Well, I'm not the Farmer's Almanac, so it doesn't really
Yeah, but
matter
you're the
what I
closest
think. By the
thing.
way, it's 47 right now.
Yeah, you know.
Or maybe Doug is. We got a guest in here, Doug, that you're about to introduce who grew up in the 17th century, it seems.
Yep.
The earth was cooling.
Yeah, no
When the
kidding.
dinosaurs ruled the earth.
I don't even know how we got on it, and we can. I think Justin said, "Guys, my underwear is about as old as I am."
Yes.
Yeah.
And wet.
Yeah.
And it was super out of the blue.
It was out of the blue.
Yeah.
And then Doug
Confusing.
said, I grew up poor in a house with no running water.
Yeah. Who is Doug?
And then Hot Wings said, who are these people?
Yeah.
Where am
I
I?
go, wait, what?
Get out of my
what
house.
What are you talking about?
One of the great events, the FFCF Bid for Bachelors and Bachelorettes goes down this Saturday at the annual event. FFCF, Friends and Families of Cystic Fibrosis, a great charity, a great event. They help out families and the kids and the people who are dealing with cystic fibrosis, but then also all of the families and everything else that goes along with when you have surprise costs and everything else. And Doug is one of the bachelors this year being auctioned off. And Hillary is the vice president and the director of all organization. I didn't know the official title, so I'm making stuff up.
I like it. I like it. I'll take it.
Right?
Supreme leader.
Now, were you a bachelorette in the past and you've transitioned to working on the team?
Yes.
I thought that because that's often how
That's
it
usually,
has
yeah.
gone.
Yeah, a lot of people like to stay involved with the organization. It's a great cause, and the event is so much fun. So
It is a blast. Where is it, and what are the details for people who want to jump in late or are looking for something great to do on Saturday?
yes, so this Saturday, JW Marriott doors open at 5:30. Bidding starts at 7. Tickets are $30 in advance or $35 at the door, and you can get those at www.bidforbatch.org.
There you go. It is a great event. I was lucky enough to be one of the MCs for a lot of years. Bought some packages, bought some silent auctions, nagged Hot Wings into buying. Well, not really. I got your wife to buy something.
I had nothing to do with it other than I was there. And
I
then
said,
my
"When are you
wife's
bidding?"
arm went up when it was $600 for something.
Yep.
Yeah, it happens after the cash bar. People's paddles start going up,
Yes.
so we like it.
I believe the hand that went up at Hot Wings' table was holding a mostly empty wine glass.
That was the year I was a bachelor.
Yep, didn't bid on you.
No.
Yeah, she was not impressed with your package.
Ooh.
And it was a very impressive package.
Didn't you?
Didn't have enough shine.
Something bad out of your mouth, yes. Whatever you're going to say, yeah.
Have you been waiting to do what you just did?
No.
No, but it just came natural to you.
It did.
All right.
But go on. I'm sorry. Didn't I?
Well, it is kind of bad. Didn't you plan that, because the date package that the volunteers, the Bachelors and Bachelorettes put together,
Yeah.
you plan for 2 because it is a date. Now, not every person who bids on someone chooses to take the date. Sometimes they buy the package for themselves. And weren't you planning on getting like a bunch of pairs of pants and tickets to things, and then the person decided to keep it all?
Yeah,
And you were like, I didn't get my stuff.
I got like 2 of everything. Like assuming, yeah, all right. Well, if I'm going to go on a date, like, let's do this. Let's have fun. So I did. It was like skydiving and a couple of rooms at the JW, some iPods, which at the time that was, as something to actually want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a bunch of everything, a bunch of really nice things, and 2 of them all. And then she just took it.
Yeah.
And that was it. And
So a woman bought your package,
Yeah.
but then didn't want to go on a date with you. Just
Yeah.
took the items for
Yeah.
you know what? If she's listening, that's fine. I didn't want to go on a date with you either.
She did something a lot of women have dreamed of, except she paid to reject Joe.
Yeah.
That should be a charity event.
Yeah.
Hey, how much money would you give to tell Joe, go away?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Start
really
the bidding
good.
at $200.
I'm really good at taking that.
But in a rare twist, at least they went away with something good.
Yeah, normally the prize is just not going away with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just getting further away.
But that was, yeah.
Doug Morgan is here. You'll be one of the bachelors people can bid on. A gentleman dance host is listed prominently in your title, which sounds mischievous a little bit. Gentleman dance host.
Part-time.
Yeah.
I work as a dance host on cruise ships.
You do?
Do you really?
You look like you can move.
Yeah.
It's a tougher gig than you would think. 4 or 5 hours of ballroom a night is a workout. I generally lose about 10 pounds on a cruise.
Oh no,
So-
I believe that. I totally.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
never think that's an easy thing.
That's pretty impressive, though.
But
Yeah, it is.
as far as this event goes, I mean, charity be damned. I'm all about shameless self-promotion.
yeah,
And you should be.
that's a good move. So is that like a semi-retirement job where you like get to see the world and?
Yes, I was a sales engineer and a working musician in an earlier life.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And then how did this come about?
Well, my late wife and I were ballroom dancers, and we liked to cruise, and so it just seemed like a natural gig to combine those passions.
Absolutely.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So part of being a bachelor or a bachelorette for this great event for ffcf.org or FFCF, and then that is bidforbatch.org, because I realized this morning if you go to FFCF, it's for a fire department of somewhere. The
Yeah, I think the
FFCF.org.
website is ffofcf.org to
Yeah.
go learn about the charity.
There you go.
Yeah.
But Doug, you put together a date package, and it's fantastic. What's in there?
Well, the whole thing has 20 components from some wonderfully gracious and generous donors. But if I could just boil it down to some of the highlights, as I said, I'm a ballroom dancer, and a social dance studio has donated a set of lessons. So if a single woman bought the package and wanted me as a dance partner, I'm available for that.
Mm-hmm.
Or MVP is a workout partner who's donated membership. And then she could drop her car off at Harvey for a detailing, and then go to Design One for a do-over, facial mani-pedi, and then put on earrings and lavalier from Siegel Jewelers.
Oh, nice.
And then check into the Marriott for perhaps a cocktail, and then chef's dinner at Reserve with wine pairings, and then perhaps to the Symphony or
Great
Meyer Gardens.
package.
Wow.
And as I said, there are 20 components total, so it's got, I think, a wide variety of appeal and flexibility. So be it purchased by a single, a couple, or a group, there are a lot of options.
Something for
That's what I was gonna
everyone.
say.
Yeah.
In the years that I was going, there were plenty of bachelors and bachelorettes where they were bid on by people who wanted to go out on dates with them, and there were plenty of others where it was a couple. Like my wife was bidding on a date package one time while I was on stage. A little awkward because I wasn't sure of her intent, but she just wanted to be able to use all of the great stuff in the date package and to make a great donation for a great charity.
Well, and I don't know how many women have standards low enough that they would consider me otherwise.
Yeah, right? Well, this is a great way to find out.
Right.
If you get crickets, question answered.
Yeah.
They need more bribery.
Like, this is all great, but Doug's attached to it. You don't have to take Doug. Doesn't matter.
Hillary, the one thing over the years, the people that are familiar with the event that I think people who don't know a lot about it is there are charities that no doubt that they helped out Doug with his date package. They probably helped out a dozen other bachelors and bachelorettes and other great charities that back FF of CF.
Well, they're not other charities, but the businesses.
Or other businesses,
Yeah,
that's
the
what I meant to
businesses
say.
that donate all of these items to these bachelors and bachelorettes. I mean, they've volunteered their time and their money and their items to these
Yeah.
packages. So that's how we raise all the funds that we do.
It is a fantastic event. It's a great night to go out and get dressed up and have some drinks with your friends.
Yep.
Spend some money on a great charity as well.
Yeah.
Where is it? I don't think anyone said.
It is. It's at the JW Marriott.
That's it?
JW
Saturday night.
Marriott.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Bidforbatch.org, friends and families of CF.
I was looking at Doug's package.
Does it
Yeah.
as well.
And a mighty large package it is,
It
too.
is. It is
Seriously,
really extensive.
It takes up this whole page. It does. I
want a
just
big
keep scroll. I
package. Yeah.
scroll and scroll, and there's more
Yeah,
package.
it's like you just never find the end of it.
Well, you guys, thanks for coming in. Thanks for being a bachelor, Doug.
Yeah.
Thank you. You've been most gracious hosts. This has been good fun.
No
That
one's
has
ever,
never
no
been
one's
said
ever said
before.
that to us before.
And it'll never be said again.
No, and most people, if they heard that, they would assume "good" was in air quotes.
Yes.
Like you've been good host.
It's not. He didn't do that, though.
He didn't.
We can
Nope.
assure you.
There were no air quotes.
No.
Good to see you, Hillary.
Thank you.
All right. Saturday night, as Joe has recently learned, the 21st annual Bid for Bachelors and Bachelorettes. Bidforbatch.org for all the details.